Let's explore a hypothetical together. There are over 4 times as many livestock as people. Farmed cattle alone weigh nearly 10 times as much as all wild mammals combined. So imagine if a vision of meatless dining suddenly appeared and with one wave of wind wiped away all meat from our shelves, along with any desire to eat it. Farm animals destined for food vanish, whisk away to another planet. What happened to following days, years, and even millennia? Overnight, food-related greenhouse gas emissions dropped by about 63%. We no longer get protein and key nutrients from the approximately 70 billion chickens, 1.5 billion pigs, 300 million cattle, or 200 million tons of fish and shellfish processed for consumption each year. To help fill this nutrition gap, our demand for fruits, vegetables, and legumes go up. A diet that most dietitians agree contains all the nutrients we need for a healthy life. But initially, there aren't enough of these foods to go around. The rise in demand causes produce costs to soar. In regions like Mongolia, their harsh environment makes it difficult to grow vegetables. A sudden lack of meat leaves people with little to eat. Cultures built around meat lose their foundations. Members of salmon-eating tribes in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, for example, lose not only sustenance and livelihoods, but in the integral component of their religion. Tens of millions of anglers lose their work that was already threatened by dwindling fish populations. As the meat industry collapses, many households in developing countries are left scrambling for income that once came from livestock farming. Some meat producers shift to agricultural crops, which leave workers and neighboring communities less susceptible to respiratory diseases associated with livestock production. As crop agriculture expands, prices come down. Ultimately, vegetarianism becomes less expensive than meat eating in most countries. Luckily, we don't need to clear new farmland to grow all this food. Without animals raised for meat, land has been used to grow feed is now available. All things considered, our new diets require less land and water. Millions of deaths are avoided every year, thanks in part to low rate of heart disease, cancer, and other conditions associated with less meat consumption. We no longer contract new pathogens from wild animals hunted for food, or novel influenza viruses from farm pigs, or drug-resistant superbugs that develop in beef cattle that are being preemptively fed antibiotics. As the years pass, global biodiversity rises as habitat loss, pesticide use, and other pressure from agriculture subside. Amazonian birds have more forests to fly over. Fewer cheetahs are shot for stalking close to livestock. Bee, wasps, and butterfly communities thrive as the natural areas expand. In turn, insect-pollinated crops produce higher yields. Many ocean species rebound from overfishing. Throughout history, humans in traditional vegetarian regions have brought to genetic mutation that help them more efficiently process fat from plants. So over certain years, our bodies may evolve to make the most of our veggies, or we may lose some adaptations, like the ability to extract ions from meat. Of course, our vision will not turn our world meatless. Though many individuals choosing to go vegetarian globally, meat eating is still on the rise. This trend spells trouble for climate. Even if we suddenly stop burning fossil fuel, the business as usual food system paired with growing population will push global temperature over 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of this century. Cattle are the biggest culprit. Beef and dairy production are responsible for over 60% of all food-based emissions, while already providing around 80% of the world's calories. In fact, diets containing modest portion of meat, like chickens, often produce less greenhouse gases than vegetarian high in dairy. Reducing beef, cheese, and milk consumption could go a long way towards achieving many of the benefits of the meatless world, no magic required.